rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes quickly to Thielen here. And he'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It is caught. Touchdown. Detroit. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what...
And look at this. It's a fake. they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, here's an option right. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 31. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by Robert Quinn. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Cardinal first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 10. 4-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not. What is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. You're on a really tight ship.
Things up here for this next play. On second down for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for Adam.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Spinning away. And again the footwork. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
But it brings
on
up
3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Look at this, another fake, and he's not going to get to the marker, and that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
second down. It's Jones, and he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
43.
From the 31, Mahomes. That's complete to the receiver field. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is scooped up by the Lions. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
This is Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tillery on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on, time to play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Lions.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it will be intercepted. It's the former Patriot down the corner. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Cardinals.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Crosby set to kick off.
ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Arizona.
One in for the Arizona touchdown. Arizona taking it in from the 20, and the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Josh Lambo lining up.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Again, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Mahomes, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got his man. That's Harry. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Officially, and the Lions will take over.
30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. This a quick pass to Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
35-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
No good.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That does a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They almost had it defensively. It could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
An assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Assignments were covered, that they end up running themselves out of time.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Aaron Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now with a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Mahomes. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
makes the score Cardinals 31, Lions 21. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And spins away. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.